Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to jump back on the charger. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks since we recorded anything, so we're going to get some fresh stuff going out. During that 4 to 5 weeks, we jumped on a trailer as a project for me and the wife. If you guys want to look at that or see anything, there's a video short on it, and there's also something on my Instagram. So don't forget, check it out. Let's get back on the charger. Let's get some work done, and let's make this car complete, and let's make it a driver. Have a good one. Alright guys, most of you have seen I put the fenders on, I tried to do the hood. Jumping that for another one. What we're going to do is I kind of jumped the gun on it. What I really need to do is take all this to epoxy primer and actually finish stripping the firewall. I've still got voltage regulator and a ballast resistor and a few little odds and ends and some bolts and some brake lines and stuff like that. Brake lines are all trash. We're going to get rid of them. One big thing we're going to do though, we're going to take this whole front off, everything out of it. And then what we're going to do is scuff it all up, get it paint prepped, epoxy primer it, and we're going to keep going from there. So hope you guys stay tuned. We're going to jump on this. We're going to make sure everything's spot welded as it should. Even looking right there, I can see a spot weld gave out. So we'll jump over there, we'll get that fixed, and then we're going to paint it. But we're going to bring you guys along for the disassembly and just the little things on here. Big thing, make sure you label all your bolts, look to where they go. Even my fenders have shims in them, so don't forget where yours go. Let's get back to it, guys. Hope you stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. We got the inside stripped. We found a few more pieces that we really need to address. A lot of this car when I was younger, I must have just rolled through it and thought it was fine, but now we're actually going to fix it. So some things we see is that corner right there looks like it's lifted on spot welds. That one's down. So we're going to stick the C-clamp in there and we're just going to weld it. We're also going to vacuum everything in here. This car was dustless, sandblasted 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And there's still sand everywhere. But we have bought a few things to make this a little bit an event. We have some Eastwood frame rail sealant that we're going to stick in these corners after we vacuum them out one more time. So we're going to vacuum everything under this cowl out, then we're going to get the seam stuff in here. We're going to spray it. What we're going to do first though is we're going to tape that off because I don't want that, I don't want that tar stuff come back after. What we're going to do, take our time, tape all that off, pull them up if they need to, if they're a little bent. Vacuum everything. We've got the entirety of the front removed, except for these little bump stops for the shocks. Everything else is pulled, every bolt is gone, every little thing is gone, but we have a few patches on the frame to do. We had a bit of cancer behind the junction block for the brakes there, so we're going to fix that. We had a little bit of frame rust that I didn't see that we have to fix. Another thing I'm kind of wondering on doing is cutting all these flush and just welding them to the rail. Now, to me, it's just a little bit extra real estate within the car. And I want to say, one of the guys was just talking about doing it. One of the YouTuber guys, can't really think of his name right now, but he cut his and he welded them, and nothing. They're still strong. They're still better. They might even be stronger because now they're tied in with a lot more welds and 3, 4, 5 pinch welds. But we got a lot of work to do in the intersection of the engine bay. So let's jump into it. Let's bring you guys along for a little bit of a fast play, but our goal is to fix the rust. Fix the rust, get the sand out, clean it, paint it, throw everything together. I want the front of this car done. So let's start working on that section of it, front to back, and let's get the car done in strides. So hope you guys stay tuned. Let's get back to work, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hey, leave me a comment. I needed something. But let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna address this issue right here. Now this issue right here is the front bumper bracket, the interior section of it. We're not going to mess with that because we don't really have the front bumper to put on right now. So we're going to leave from here forward. This I did on purpose. The bolts are broke off in it. There was no way to get it out, so I just took the spot welds out of the interior, took the whole piece off. Same side, same thing has to be done to the other side, but we'll do it later. For now, we're going to take care of this section of rust, which is all the rust on this side of the body. The only other thing we have to address is just some little cracks and stuff from the front suspension. It looks like some of the welds gave away, which we'll deal with that as it comes. A couple here, these look solid, that's brand new. And on the inside of this shock tower, we have to weld that in again. But let's address this, let's cut it out, and let's get going from there. So let me just show you guys real quick. So we're gonna fix that little rust. So let's dive in, let's get this done, and let's get back to work. Whew, back everybody. It's been quite a few hours, 5 or 6, just doing all this stuff we decided to do. So we got 2 small patches all the way done. We got the passenger side front bumper bracket out. Now I don't know if it's just every charger, if I'm just unlucky, this car's rusty, but the bolts just get seized in there. Obviously, this was done years ago. This wasn't even something I did 10 years ago. This was done when I purchased it and it was this way. So someone had a rough day, or this car's just always been rusty. But we got our patches, got a little one there. Now obviously we vacuumed all the sand, dirt, and all that out. Got our second one right there. And then we did a quick repair job just on that section of inner firewall to inner fender. That's all the rust we have on the front. One other section I have to do would be torsion bar cross member actually is disconnected on the passenger side. I forgot or didn't realize it or didn't see it or just went over it. So the whole torsion bar where it goes in, the whole little round section is disconnected. They tried to cut it, or they cut it off because they couldn't get the torsions out years ago, and now I've got to fix it. But got this whole thing scuffed. The only thing we have left would be this radiator support. Gonna do that off camera, not gonna show you guys a fast forward. When we come back, we're gonna be ready to paint. We're gonna have the car masked off, and we're gonna paint the engine bay and the inner fender wheel wells black. And we're gonna tape off some areas where I have gray because I want to keep that gray. But see you guys at that time when you guys come back ready to paint. We're gonna be slinging it, so stay tuned. All right, guys, gonna mix some quick paint. We got black here. Got a 1-to-1 cup, 400 milliliters, I think 800 milliliters. Oh, it's a lot. Let's get this going. Oh, got that there. Let's check the cup. About 400 right there. This is just black 1-to-1 auto body master. It's epoxy primer. But we are gonna pour our catalyst in. This might be a lot of paint, but I hate double mixing and wasting a cup, so sure we'll find something to scratch in between coats drying on the car. Instead of set a cheeky timer for a couple minutes. All we're going to do is spray this. Got our little headband light. We're going to put a mask on. Probably should have the mask on now. Big thing, you guys don't spill this. I just spilled one while doing the K member and everything. It's really annoying. I like this 1-to-1. Now, if you're asking why it's going black instead of gray, I know Dodge does the whole same color coat engine bay, but I want it to be black. I don't know why. I have gray primer and I have black. I need to buy another catalyst. I only bought the paint because I figured I had enough, but I want it to be black. I want the front section of the car to be black. Everything around it will be gray or that pink. I think the pink, the black, and the white will just look really good together. Obviously, the black will tie in with the rims, and that's kind of the suggestion of why. Okay, let's go another 30 seconds. Get an Apple Watch. Really helpful. Some kind of smartwatch. Okay, get this stirred up. I think we're good there. We're gonna do put the stick right there. Before I forget to, I have to kind of wipe this off first. Hey guys, I don't know how we're looking. Been a long day, a lot of rust, a lot of sanding, but looks real good. It's black. I don't know if that's the word flash. I'm not a painter. It's like 95 degrees outside right now, so it stuck up real fast, and it actually took a really long time to get the gun and maneuver it in around to this without really, touching the paint with your back and moving around in it. But I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, we have that section. Just looks terrible, but we're gonna roll with it. Roll with that because that's how the car came. Obviously, I'm believing one side got a bit of a hit. I'd say it's the passenger side. The passenger side is the side I am fighting constantly for everything. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And if we don't get back to this section of where we're at, then we're going to be starting a new one. So hope you guys stay tuned and hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you when we do.